The next sessions, due to time, if you can ask that whoever is moderating and the keynote speeches, if you can bring it down to 15 minutes per session, it will be greatly, greatly appreciated. So to start off this session, this is a keynote address from our partners, and it's about the Korean drone policy and the challenges. If I can ask Mr. Hong, who's the Deputy Director from the Ministry of Land, Information, Infrastructure and Transport from the Republic of Korea, to come up and give us what they went through. And Korea is advanced in terms of drone policies and how they utilize drones, so it'd be nice to hear the experience. Please welcome.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ilsan Hong. I work in Advanced Aviation Division, Molit, Korea. I'm very pleased to be here with you and to speak on the topic of the drone policy of Korea. Today, I'd like to cover 4 topics. First, I will show the background of drone policy of Korea, and then we will look around the current status and policy missions and objectives. And the rest, I'd like to deal with major policy proposed plan. From now, I'm going to show the status of drone industries in Korea. There are many drone manufacturers that making drones, drone parts, and softwares. The average numbers of employees are 19 for private companies and 174 military contractors. And average sales are $2.2 million for private companies and $30 million for military contractors. Currently, the use of drone is expanding from agriculture, photography, and education to survey and construction. And the market size is growing rapidly as well in the field like equipment report, registered companies, and drone pilot. After that, I will present the drone policy missions and objectives in Korea. Our major mission of drone policy is to create a new growth engine to lead the fourth industrial revolution by fostering drone industry. So we will try to increase the domestic market to be worth of $4 billion and to rank at the global fifth in technology competition, and to commercialize 53,000 commercial drones as well. Therefore, the Korean government is implementing a government-led industrial development policy that will boost Korea's drone industry beyond being a fast follower to becoming a global first mover. The government is developing its technology through direct R&D and delivering the result to the drone manufacturing industry. The products produced by manufacturers are purchased by the government and public organizations, leading to market creation. Furthermore, to increase utilization of drones purchased, the government is also conducting a pilot training project. To help the companies fostered by this process to grow further on each one, the government is conducting projects such as business support center operation for consulting, along with flight test site construction, and LCT operation to support technology development. In other words, we are not creating a one-time and temporary government-led market, but endeavoring to create an industrial ecosystem for the drone industry to develop and evolve on its own. We hope the Korean government's policy efforts and experience may be a valuable exemplary case for Rwanda and other African countries working toward innovation through drone utilization. The Korean government is happy to hear that many African countries, including Rwanda, are actively fostering their drone industries and endeavoring to boost drone utilization. We look forward to building close cooperative relationships together in the future. And I'd like to explain about our recent outcome. Utilizing industry is due to recent rapid development and the production of reasonable price equipment. In the end of the 2019, equipment report number is more than 10,000. Registered company number is 3,000. Drone pilot is 30,000 and increasing rapidly. From now on, I will show the major policy proposed plan. First, I'd like to say about establishing market led by the public sector. We discover and manage demand for drones in the national and public sector, it around 4,000 over 5 years, in order to create a market at the early stage. Designated products of small and mid-sized companies will designate best products in order to purchase domestic drones in advance in the public sector. And the next is promote on-site utilization. LX Corporate, who state-owned and public land occupation survey, makes annual $4 million worth of market creation, and LH Corporate, who design, construction, maintenance, etc., in the public construction site makes annual $20 million worth of market creation. Last, Capco, who electric equipment check is around 83% of cost saving per electric steel tower. And this is the picture of showing an important role of the drone in public sector. This part is about drone pilot training in public sector. There are following problems in expanding the use of drone in the public sector in Korea. First, shortage of drone pilot. Second, absence of curriculum. Last one, shortage of equipment. Pursuing the solution of these problems are educating drone pilots, creating curriculums, and purchasing equipment. Actually, we have recruited 300 drone pilots and 27 instructors through a demand survey. And also, we have created curriculum, purchased drone equipment, and specialized education as well. And we are planning to contest their skills in the end of 2019. You can see the picture of drone pilot training in 2019. In addition to ordinary drone flight skills, we also trained IR camera operation, drone 4D mapping, and rescue person training. This sector is about support tests and experiments and create industrial ecosystem. First, we established flight test infrastructure. Consecutively building the flight test site to provide test bed for private company from 2017, total 5 sites, and build a national flight test complex to experiment not only drones, but also manned air vehicles. And also pursue to establish a safety certification center to comprehensively evaluate performance and safety of drones. Next is pursue regulatory sandbox project, which we performed in last year. Through inspection of infrastructure facility on building the surveillance system for natural gas pipe, through thermal image equipment, AI image recognition, and so on. Meteorological observation acquire meteorological image information from 26 sites. Product delivery for remote areas, pursue product transport to island and mountainous areas such as Gohung, Sachon, Gangneung, etc. And we operate a hub to support companies including startups in terms of pilot project manufacturing, certificate, patent, and oversee of operation from September 2017. Next topic is supporting tests and experiments and creating industrial ecosystem. We have been working on a new project in 2019 to build a drone air city. It means drones were usually operated in suburban areas because of safety issues. Now, Korea is going to test the possibility of drone flight in the city. We called it Drone Air City. Recently, we selected two cities for drone air city, and we are going to verify the followings. For example, in dark night, we can use send-off by drone. Also, we can use drone construction site monitoring, fine dust measuring, or traffic control. Drones perform many things that couldn't be done by human more effectively and efficiently. We are going to continue to develop and implement the policies that it is necessary to expand the utilization of drones. Firstly is about the commercialization of delivery service, such as drug transport from island to island. And number two is about marine disaster management, and we did experiments on custom clearance, night watch, and high altitude weather observation. Number three is about infrastructure inspection. Number four is about ocean surveillance. Number five is about multi-purpose search and surveillance. Last clip is about drone drop experiments. In order to increase the use of drone, we have implemented regulatory improvements in the public sectors. For the firefighting, improve the flight approval system to the wire notice system for firefighting, serious traffic accident, etc., and intend to improve altitude standard for urban flight approval from November 2018. Also, in agriculture, the Korean government improves a way of applications so that safety certification and farming machinery test to be made to Molit at the time from February 2018. We intend to simplify safety certification and the farming machinery test from June 2018. Furthermore, we adopted special operation risk assessment, which is a approval system to permit night flight and beyond the visual line of sight operation from November 2017. Which usually prohibited. Also, we are amending regulations for enhancing aviation safety so as to reduce the period for deliberating approval 90 days, reduced to 30 days. From now, I'm going to talk about drone legislation. We are going to enact the Drone Utilization Facilitating Act in advance and implement it from May this year. This act includes assigned regulation-free area and airspace for drone manufacturer. In relation to this, we are operating 10 regulation-free airspace in Korea since 2017. And it also includes install and operate UTM, we call the K-drone system. And we also offer financial support and outstanding companies and startups. And finally, we are investing in future and duty-purpose drone through R&D. First one is the K-drone system, UTM. From this, we manage multiple flying drone traffic and automatic routing and crash avoidance via 5G and AI technology. Second, we are investing in the development of personal air vehicle. We call it OPAV, OPPAV. It means optionally piloted personal aerial vehicles. It will become an ideal alternative to relieve congestion in road traffic as an air taxi. And it will realize transportation function of personal drones, drone taxi, etc. And the rest, we are investing in the development of a drone for public good, such as firefighting to support disaster site, searching for missing person, for fishery crackdown on nautical marks, and for environment check on fine dust. Okay, and so I've talked briefly about the drone policy of Korea. I would welcome any comments and questions. If there is a question, I use interpreter for clean understanding here. Okay, thank you very much.
Olivia, we still need you there for 1 minute. Rosa, where are you, please? Thank you very much.